where peace is found. I'm yours, baby. Yes, I am. I am all heart, I'm heart of stone. I am the road that you walk on. I'm yours, honey. Yes, I am. You are everything to me, everything I hope for, and everything I dream. Yes, you, girl, makes me a man. Oh, it's you, baby, that makes me who I am. I am your fate, here to guide you every day. I'm yours, darling. Yes, I am. I am a smile, I am a tear. I am the one that's always here. I'm yours, honey. Yes, I am. You are everything to me, everything I hope for, everything I dream. Yes, it's you, girl, that makes me a man. Oh, it's you, baby. Who I am. It makes me who I am. La 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 la. Who I am. La 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 la. Who I am.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Got me.
Say who I am.
Who I am.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Frank's here to help with that.
Welcome, 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 and yes, I am. Yes, I am.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
What's today, Thursday?
Now,
Happy Thursday, everyone.
on.
Welcome to the Midday Show.
Hold on, before we start.
Oh, here we go again.
So you got my apology set up. I have to publicly make an apology to one of the guests in the studio that apparently 12 years ago, I did something that really, really upset her.
Wow.
And I apologize on the air and in person. You got my banner? I'm giving you all the seconds you want. But I wanted to get this off my chest because I saw her on Friday when we were at Plantation. And I must have apologized, I don't know, 200 times.
And then the whole way home.
All the way home. Talking to myself, even in the bathroom I was talking to myself.
It's like, I feel so bad. I should have said I'm sorry. And then he was like, you must have been like confession, because then he went through his head all the other people he needed to say he was sorry to.
Hold on.
Like, huh? In his head, he didn't tell me who. I wasn't on the list, so don't worry about it.
No. We don't need to put that out, that this is an apology going in one direction.
Personal apology.
Tell me when you got it.
Yeah.
Let's put it up.
I'm so sorry. That's so cute.
And I just wanted to let the people know that if I did something wrong to you, I apologize. Today's a day of, what are you laughing at? I'm not going to apologize to. Today is a day of, I'm sorry, and I am sorry. I don't remember exactly what I did, but it seemed to have an impact because I lost contact with this lady after 12 years. And I wanted just to make sure that that never happens again. And I invited her to come up here so she can talk about what we used to do and the things we used to do. Did I meet you when I knew Dawn or before I knew
Before Dawn.
Before.
Even before the
Yes.
Dawn, right?
Yes.
Before.
That was unbelievable.
Before Dawn.
Because I remember.
Almost like a year before Dawn. Or 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Would you like to introduce your guest?
Laurina?
We've got Laurina Anderson joining us today, and
Look at calling her
Lorena
ballerina and
worked
all
with
that.
you before I worked with you, and she was the host of You and Your Doctor with All County
I never
Healthcare.
call her Lorena. To me, she was always Bondi.
So we saw
Oh.
Lorena at Full Circle Networking last Friday. We're there, and we're getting ready to set up, and I look over at the check-in table, and I see this smile. And Freddie, you know, sometimes you're just distracted, and Freddie's talking, I'm going, uh-huh. And finally he says, who are you staring at? And I looked over there, and he's like, holy whatever, Freddie said. You know who that is? I said, there's only one person that has a smile like that. This beautiful, big, white smile, and beautiful blonde hair, and legs to reach forever and ever. And that is Laurina Anderson. And we hadn't seen her in how many years, right?
Many years.
And
Many years
it
and a
was
few
like,
apologies
wow,
later.
amazing.
It was. So welcome, 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 as they say.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Thank
good to
you
have
so
you.
much. Apology is accepted. I've never felt.
I want you to grab that mic. Yeah, I know. Grab that mic. No, grab it off the off the stem. Don't follow Alicia because Alicia always take it off the stem.
It's okay
help
me?
Her, help her take the, there you go.
There we go. I got
And,
it.
and it's been a moment. It's
Gee,
been
can we
a
fix the
minute.
shots?
There was a time when you were on the set of You and Your Doctor, and you did the morning show as well. So tell us, well, how are you gonna fix the shot? if
Because
I'm
they give her a
talking?
different shot.
You're gonna.
Switch to Lorena, and then we can fix the shot. Thank you. All right, there you go.
God.
How are you gonna do this?
And they're going to figure it out. They're going to, by the magic of tea. I like her hat, though, also.
What are you, a train?
So Lorena was the host of All County You and Your Doctor back in the day.
That was one thing. You also did the Two Boys from Brooklyn and
Yeah.
brought with us.
Yeah.
You were one of the 12 people that I brought. I think you were the last one, though. I didn't bring anybody in after you, no?
Right. I was the last one there.
She was number 12.
Yeah. And we had such a great time. I absolutely
Les-
loved being with
Les
you.
was the guy. Les is more. Les
Yes,
was
Les.
the,
Yeah, not Kenny,
wow,
but Les.
You tolerated Les.
Oh, yeah, he's a piece of, yeah, not a
piece,
problem.
all right, but
Yeah,
he
he was a
wasn't
piece.
all glorified.
But he was so much fun, though, because you could just yank his cord just a little bit and he'd just go zooming off, so
did
it
I
was.
meet
It was
you?
funny, though.
I'm trying to remember
I
how
don't
we
remember
met.
how you even met her.
I don't remember
An
either.
event? Was it Les that introduced? No, it wasn't Les. Who introduced us?
You got me.
That's why.
But what I do know is that it was meant to happen. That I do know. Because we had such a great time, I would drive all the way to iHeart. So from Fort Lauderdale all the way up to West Palm just to be with you.
Yeah, right. Les told me.
No, it's true.
There's no way in the world she's going to drive up from Fort Lauderdale. But then I look at him. He came up from Fort Lauderdale.
That's right.
True.
Yeah.
So I said to him, well, maybe you should drive her up. And then I said, no, wait a minute. Let me take that back.
Did you meet her? Did you meet her through Les?
I think so. I think that's how we
I
had
think
met.
Les met you somewhere. And brought
Yeah.
you-
Probably at the gym or something.
He went to the gym.
He used to hang
used to
out
be
at
a
this
boxer.
gym over on Broward Boulevard. Yeah. But it was the funniest show. And then
Oh, yeah, it was.
I guess I met you after Lorena had co-hosted with you, and then I co-hosted with you guys.
I don't know, because Lorena then came with me to
Beasley.
to do
Yeah.
You and Your Doctor.
Yeah.
Was there another show that you did as well? I think there was another show.
It was just you and your doctor.
That was it? I thought
Yeah.
there was another show.
But it's
Yeah.
been a long time, and we haven't
It has.
seen you in a
And
long time.
I just want to tell you, Freddie, you have got such a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit, and your apology was very heartfelt, and it's the past.
I tell you,
Thank you.
I've done a lot of things in my life, but hurting people was not one of them. I did not come to the realization. I know that she left everything I knew about her. I didn't get to say anything after that day, and when I
But
saw
here we
her,
are.
But here we are, and I love. She started traveling after she stopped working at iHeart.
Oh, no, she was traveling.
Oh, I was traveling.
Traveling, doing iHeart, let me tell
Oh
you.
my gosh, these is spectacular. Frank just got back from a cruise. You're cruising
Yeah.
and sailing and flying and doing
was
all
flying
these,
to Paris.
getting married and doing all these incredibly romantic things.
Well, I had been very blessed to have a commercial pilot, international, who flew the great big wide bodies, and ended up falling in love with him. And every chance I had gotten, I said, if there's a seat available, I'm on it. So poor Freddie, though, because at the last minute,
I'm in Paris.
he turned around and he says, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to do the show on Tuesday. And he's like, where are you going now? And I said, Barcelona, Athens. So it was absolutely amazing. But it's such a beautiful feel to come back and be in your presence. And I've always adored you. And Dawn as well.
Oh, well, thank
You
you.
don't have to say that to Dawn.
Absolutely.
And what are you doing? What are you currently? Tell people what you do and what you're currently doing.
Well, I am a life and energy coach. I'm known as the energy shifter because I teach people how to shift out of their negativity into their positivity, and also how to quiet the mind, how to access the battery that we have, our internal energy field, how to access that to manifest their dreams, their desires, their goals, whatever it is that they want to do.
I think Les was a client. I think that's how I met you, because you were going to quiet his mind, and we were going to do it on the air.
Yes, yeah, we were going to quiet his mind on the air. That really worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No.
I needed a hammer
Yeah.
to the head. And you're still doing it, yes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Individual. I also have done seminars, worked for corporations, have worked companies. So, yeah, quite a bit. Love it.
Amazing.
It's incredible what you're doing. And I'm telling you, this portal, I don't know what portal opened the past 2 weeks here, but between energy healing and spirit and psychics and mediums, has it been, how many, one after another, which I guess is this shift where they say the age of Aquarius, well, we've shifted.
Yes.
And Frank is back in town, so now we're all good to go because I feel like our guardian is now here watching over all of us. And here you are, you meet Alicia, so many great things.
Yeah. Yes, it is absolutely a pleasure to be here. And I pray that this is not the last time.
Absolutely not. I'll give you my keys.
Okay.
Not going down that path again. You know, the funny thing is, when we met last Friday, that event was spectacular. Mm-hmm. That is the most they ever had since we've been going. And there was people making deals and talking about deals all over the place about doing different things
We
and
met some
coming
incredible
forward.
people.
It just changed the dynamic of the last week that we've been going through and everything else. And then Alicia also joining forces with Frank and making things happen over there. Everything now seems to be back in motion. See, I told you that boat ride was going to work.
Well,
Yes.
water is an amazing
You
conduit.
taught me that.
Yeah, yep. So when you're in the water, it just flows, and I think that's what you're experiencing now is the flow of the energy, the flow of not only your physical form here, but what is also in the spirit world.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's why you've got the psychics coming in, the channelers, the yogis. Absolutely.
They're all coming in. It's funny, they were in the front of the boat, so they were moving, and then they sat down. I stayed in the back because I wanted to feel the vibes. I wanted it to, asking for it to clean out, and sometimes you just have to sit to learn as opposed to running around thinking that you're learning. And it was a real interesting experience. My phone has blown up because people want to do more and more. Sneeze on the truth.
Bless you.
But it was fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what is coming forward. But what we're doing, you guys did a fantastic job this morning with the morning show. Gen X, I hear that some people called in for the Gen X piece as well. But there's a lot of learning that goes on with people like Frank and Blondie over here. There's a lot of learning that happens because if you listen close enough, when they talk is one thing, but the message they give is something else. And if you miss it, God gives you 7 messages or 6 messages a day. If you miss it, you got to look for the next one. So I do listen.
May I intervene? Can you explain what you said to me on the break about how things are coming in the era that we're living in?
Okay. My little, yes, as a matter of fact, what we're doing right now is that there's a whole new level of energy that's coming in because the souls that are here right now, their DNA is being activated because we're now moving from the third dimension, which is duality, and we're opening the door for the fourth and the fifth dimension. And so our bodies are recalibrating at this time. So what that means is that sometimes you can feel tired, fatigued, achy. But the other thing also is intense dreams, really intense dreams. And also people from your past coming back to you. Or if your deceased loved ones. I mean, my second husband, he's in heaven, spirit world. He's come to me like 2 or 3 times in my dreams. My mother, who's crossed over, she's come to me also. As a matter of fact, I was sitting I walked into my dream, right? And there she is sitting at this table, kitchen table. And I looked at her and I said, Mom, what are you doing here? And she said, what do you mean? I said, I thought you were dead. And she looked at me like, oh, give me a break. So it's really intense. But you'll feel it also, emotions that pop up and you don't know why. You just start crying for no reason. So I do have to say that there was a reason just now when you were apologizing to me that you brought tears to my eyes, Freddie.
Well, I don't want to do that.
I could feel you. Oh no, it's good.
It's cleansing. It's
so
cleansing.
important.
Yeah.
Well, it's so true because on Monday we did the morning show and I had a dream. So Mona Lisa, Heather over there, Mona Lisa, she sometimes in the morning show she'll sit between Dawn and I, and it's called the womb. So I had a dream that she was sitting in the womb and she gave birth to that guy over there, that black gentleman over there, G-Man.
G-Man?
She gave birth to G-Man.
Oh my goodness.
And I woke up in a cold sweat. Like, what? I couldn't sleep. It was 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep. But that's a true story.
Mona Lisa or Sarah?
No, Mona Lisa. That's
Gave
Heather.
birth to G-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Lovely.
because he's probably a masterpiece. That's the symbolism, right?
Uh-huh.
But like that. You like that,
You're
the
a
symbolism?
masterpiece.
You're a masterpiece.
You're a piece of master.
You're a piece of something, all right. But the amazing thing is that recently I'm dreaming more. You're saying this. I'm like,
I told you my
what?
dreams are crazy this week.
But you're just crazy.
Told you dreamt that I was going to do a whole presentation for Hasbro toys at FAU.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to explain Mickey Mouse toys and Toy Story toys. Now, Hasbro does not make these toys, but this whole vivid dream, and at the end of it, I started screaming and telling you, why does everyone underestimate me? I was like, just give me what I need to present. I got this.
Why is she always screaming at me?
Because I'm always screaming at you. Well, maybe I'm going to be lecturing on Transformer toys. I don't know.
Or lecturing on transformation.
Transformation,
Yeah.
yes.
I
It
know.
was a transformer?
No, it was. He says Hasbro makes transformation toys, so maybe I'm transforming
But
into
what was
this
the
next
toy?
stage. The toy was the Toy Story toys.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Was Frank in the dream as one of the Toy Story?
Anyway, we got to take a commercial break. We've got Pamela Chanel David joining us all the way from California. She is the host of the Reinvented Life Network.
The who, the what?
The Reinvented Life Network. And then I've got a huge promo offer, BOGO, half price, whatever you want to do your girl math with. But
How come
Big,
you have
big.
2 of these?
because one's face and one's eye cream. Yes, they
And then-
just came
but
in,
my
the
face,
samples.
But my eyes are on my face.
Well, you can put the eye cream, anyway, we're talking about when we get back from a commercial break, but check out Gen X Beauty, GENIXBeauty.com. When we come back, I'll give you the promo code. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Come and get your eyes.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Ding ding, here we are at the favorite chocolate store.
Sure's Chocolate. If you could have smell-o-vision in this space, oh my gosh. Tell us about Sure's Chocolate.
Well, we hand make almost everything in chocolate. We do it all in the back room here. We have a workshop back there. We just love what we do.
Everything's here from Easter bunnies to truffles to mints to, I see this toffee pretzel crunch.
It's probably our best seller. Everybody loves, when they come in, some people are a little grumpy when they walk in, but when they leave, they're happy. Everybody.
That's the way chocolate works.
Nobody ever leaves unhappy. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you can spell chocolate, you come here, they got it. It's everything.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
At Genix, we believe skincare should be both powerful and purposeful. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Powered by women, made for everyone. Packed with bovine placenta, a rare regenerative ingredient rich in growth factors and nutrients. Infused with collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and coconut oil. Each ingredient is powerful on its own, but even better together. Feel the science, see the glow. Shop Genix now at genixbeauty.com.
In a world where finding reliable and compassionate home care can be overwhelming, Sunshine Home Care Services stands as a beacon of hope. That's why we've partnered with professional nurses, physical rehabilitation centers, and medical offices to ensure their patients receive the very best in home care. At Sunshine Home Care Services, our mission is simple yet profound: to support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of life and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It says 0-0, and yet we're not back. Okay, now we're back.
Now we're back. Now we're back. You said we're
It
back.
says 0-0.
What an amazing week. You know, sometimes, remember you said to me on the cruise, on the ship, on the boat, whatever you want to call it, we were on water.
I took a cruise. Did you get a cruise message?
We were tethered to the buoy and the anchor didn't work, but
First
it
of all,
was...
stop telling that.
No, it was amazing, 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 amazing. And you said, to the whole crew, you said, don't blink.
I told you that.
And it's been that kind of week. It's like, don't blink this week, because if you blink, you're going to miss it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to understand it. And Layla fits right into this. She did an amazing interview yesterday on Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco book. You have to check it out on Faith Stories on YouTube with Dawn DeMarco, or you can find it on AMP. And then you came with us today, and I feel like you have so inspired me with your story. And truly, because you're 22 going on like, I don't know, 42 with your wisdom. People at 62 don't have your wisdom of what you presented yesterday. And I'm so impressed because you stay so quiet and you work so hard and you're so polite all the time. And maybe not to Freddie, but no, you really are. And then to hear your story, and it's like, wow, because you never know people's story. And I think that's the greatest gift that I have from doing what we get to do, is to hear people's story and to see their reaction today to walk into this spiritual center. Because whether they believe or not, to watch their reactions to something new.
You want to tell the people what you're talking about?
It's incredible. So we went to my Flora Aura today. It's a spiritual energy, psychic. She channels Archangel Michael, stones. It's just an incredible center here with Jolie DeMarco. And we've known Jolie for many years. She brought us our stones, one of our largest crystals. She's got some crystals
It's going
in there
back about 9 years.
that are probably as big as me. Beautiful, beautiful. We've been honored and blessed to be able to work with her to put educational spirituality piece together that she's using for distribution on a larger platform.
What
more to
platform
come
is
with-
that?
Well, it's not mine to say. So
No, you
let-
can say it.
No, I'm going to see if
No,
she
why
wants to
not say
release
it?
it. No, it's not our story to
Why?
tell.
It's a TV show.
But it's not our story to tell.
It's a TV show. I don't know it. If I knew it, I'll tell you.
Anyway, she's going to be here to promote it, but it was one of those blink moments. Don't blink, because that and some phone calls we had yesterday, and Frank's back in town giving us blessings, and I feel like things are just exactly where they're supposed to be, and Lorraine's here. And now we have our good friend on the other side of the continental U.S. joining us, Pamela Chanel David. She is the creator and the host of the Reinvented Life Network, and she a firm believer in reinventing yourself. Not once, twice, but Chanel, here we go again. You ready?
Again, oh my, I can't wait. You've inspired me to hear Jolie's story. I can't wait. I just listened to the little bit before, and I can't wait to hear her. But here I am.
Well, it is good to see you. And in honor of you, I spoke to the CEO of Gen X Beauty, Dr. Schaub, last night. And I said, can we have a promo code, please? And she said, okay. So because of you, because you said, send me the information, she gave us a 50% off promo code. It's Gen X, GENIX, beauty.com. Promo code is Brooklyn50, BROOKLYN 50, which means girl math, however you want to do it. 50% off, or you can buy two for the same price you would have spent one, whatever makes sense in your mind to rationalize it. But I'd say stock up for summer, stock up for skincare, stock up for better health, and take full advantage of this. So these are little sample cards. Chanel, I can't give this to you because you're in California. But I'm thinking of you.
Could mail.
And I can't send you these little samples because you're in California. But for the promo code, it's as good as anything else.
I tell you what, I'm going to bribe you. If you come here, I'll get you the whole cow. Because it's
All right.
a cow product.
But everyone...
Well, I noticed your
It is.
low skin yesterday, Dawn.
Well, thank you. You said it, and so many people have been saying it since last week. I'm like, you know what? I just got to share the information. I have to share it because the products are easy, good, clean. There's certain things that I'm superly sensitive to that are even in this product, and it's so clean I don't have a reaction to it. And if I can use it with my super sensitive skin, anyone can use it and enjoy it. So, Brooklyn 50.
I'm based on a number of the things that I need to take now for my condition. One of the things is a complete dryness of my skin. In fact, I have cracking on my eyelids, truth be told. So I cannot wait because I need to replenish and re-nourish my skin.
So for you, this promo code is perfect. You inspired me to reach out to her, and she's so gracious. She said, absolutely, which I'm like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. You saw I sent it in the chat at, 10 o'clock last night?
Yeah.
Let's put up the promo code also, you guys. It's Brooklyn 50.
Now, the other thing is that this young lady here, when we met her, we came up with the idea of doing AMP San Francisco. San Francisco, right?
Yes.
And what we wanted to do was to put together a studio in San Francisco and let her run it, just like we're doing in Boynton, just like we're doing in North Miami. And I'm going to revisit that. I came up with a different idea, a different way of doing it. Because as you could tell, we want a boat.
We need, for sure.
So if I could do it on a boat, I sure as hell can do it from San Francisco.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm very excited about it. My energy is completely back up. And as Dawn said, in the midst of not reinventing once and twice, but now, the hardest challenge of my life, to be honest, it's a reinventing at another level. And it has been the hardest journey of my life so far, but also the rewarding and having my energy back up and missing being an integral part of what you're doing is top of my list of wanting to re-embrace because I miss our family connection so much.
Well, we miss you and your inspiration on the reinvented life. And I'm hoping that we can bring your show back. We talked about Tuesdays because, as you see, towards the end of the week, things here get busy, which is great. But we need to get your show back on a consistent manner.
Absolutely. Tuesdays sounds great. I am ready. Cannot wait to not just come with the Reinvented Life show, but really build the network back up because the Reinvented Life Network stands for so much in terms of an inspiration and an impact that people can make.
We had a meeting and I met a young lady Friday and she came in, she works with a concierge medical company and they will send the physician, nurse practitioner out to your location in certain areas for care. They do wound care in other areas. And the head of the marketing, he says to me, I've been researching you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He says, and I know how you stand so strong in your belief in holistic wellness and preventative care. And do you work with anyone that does functional medicine and then helps get in front of it instead of just reactive? And I said, well, of course. So he knew exactly about Sue. He knows about the shows we produce. So when people say they research you, first you take a pause back and you think, oh my gosh, what did they find? But he knew, right? I'm like, oh man. I think one of the crew found me and I was older than I am. But anyway, but that was okay too. But this is what he found. He asked me about functional medicine, about women empowerment, and all the things that we hold so near and dear to our heart. So, and then the lady was there. She said, oh, she wanted to meet Sue because people are looking for ways to reinvent their health a different way than always taking pharmaceuticals. For those who do, it's great for you. For those who are looking for alternatives, there are options.
Right. And, Sue and I have actually joined force. We're going to take on a very limited amount of clients between now and the end of the year. And so people can actually, we're going to have an application up on the website to take clients on. But there is so much mindset involved with successfully encouraging and enduring, to be honest, the journey of shifting and reinventing one's health, that the work I do in helping people realize their potential and then the work Sue does in the actual functional medicine space is going to be beautiful. So we're going to take on a limited amount of clients through the end of the year, but very, very excited about helping people to reinvent.
And so many of the things that you talk about, I was talking to Laurina at commercial break, and it's the negative messaging that we verbalize about ourselves, right? What we say to ourselves, we would never say to our best friend. We would never say to our daughter or our son, you're this, you're that, you're this. But we say it to ourselves. This is internal dialogue. And that goes to so much of what you say also about being strong and resilient and reinventing and making it happen.
Well, exactly. It's not that things aren't going to happen in life. I mean, I have my own huge health challenges now in front of me, but it's not that things won't happen. It's the approach you take and the way that you shift what is possible that makes the difference. Because the minute you go from the impossible to the possible, the minute you go from things that are just familiar to maybe things that are more favorable, results start to happen. So that is why the combination and the pairing of the work that Sue Kostick does in functional medicine and I do is it's just a brilliant match. And we're excited for those that, apply and get accepted to the program we've developed.
Well, it is so great to see you again. Freddie, I know he lit up yesterday when you got to talk to him a little bit on FaceTime.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's been a while. I remember when you came to visit us, and we got to just bring back those good old times. And
Oh, you have a surprise for her tomorrow with Coach.
yes, is she going to be on?
We can bring her back on.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow you come back on so you can meet Coach. What a story she got to share with you.
I'd love it. Just let me know the time and I'll be on.
I'll subtract 3 to tell you the time.
All right, you feel good. Love you. Thank you so much for popping in today.
Absolutely, and I look forward to tomorrow.
Bye, honey.
Awesome.
All right, very cool.
All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Frank A. Ruffolo is
And
in
the
the
other half.
house. And
And
the
her
other
other-
third, I guess.
Is
of
it
the
a third?
Artist
Oh,
Loft.
yeah. Oh, it is a third.
She's a third.
Could be a quarter.
Why? Who's the
I
other
don't
quarter?
know, the Invisible Man.
All right, more to come. Artist Loft, 2/3 of their hosts are here. And we'll be right back.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. Something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Hi, I'm David Vito Quaderno, the owner of Xavier Restaurant in Meisner Plaza that is in front of Meisner Park. We're a Sicilian cuisine restaurant, so I'm Sicilian. I'm just arrived from Sicily. I live in Catania, the east coast of Sicily. We offer the traditional Sicilian cuisine with the traditional ingredients that I used to import from Sicily, from the cheese to the oregano to the anchovies and different kind of fish. This is a family business already from the 1897, so it's almost 130 years business, and we're offering here the best. This is the first restaurant in the United States, so I wait for you in Meisner Park to enjoy the best and the real Sicilian kitchen. Ask you to book your tables just to be sure that you will find a place for enjoy the real Sicilian kitchen. Thank you.
For your reservation, you can call at 561-617-5424. We are open from Tuesday to Sunday from 4 to 9:30.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
All right, you
I
ready?
like these.
These are great, right?
These are
These
really
little
cute.
sample cards?
These are the samples.
Is it the samples?
So are you going to put these in the fridge?
Yes, because it does last longer in the fridge. And I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you put the eye cream on your face from the refrigerator and it's nice and chilly in the first thing in the morning, it's like, it feels so good.
I got to ask you, do you sell this more to men or women?
Whoever is
'Cause men use it too.
Whoever likes clean skincare. So this is what happened. Chuck started teasing me that I keep it in the refrigerator, and then I find him in the refrigerator.
He's using it.
Getting out my cream, and it's going through faster and faster. I'm like, whoa. I'm happy to share my ideas, but I don't want to share my personal bottle. Like, have to get you your own.
Because you don't share a bottle?
Well, we do
It's
now.
a finger.
But now I'm going to get more. But you can use it generously. You can use it on your décolletage.
What?
You can use it on your neck.
On your
you
what?
can use it on your chest.
What's a décolletage?
In here, your chest.
Say chest. What do you guys say décolletage?
Men have a chest. We have a décolletage.
What?
But then I can't see you putting all this cream on your hairy chest. So I don't know how men do it, but anyway, on your face
Why
it would be
not?
lovely. Does the cream get all? Do you put
It
lotion
gets
on your
all
body?
in there. Wait a minute. I have a décolletage
You
too.
should try. I think it would be nice for you to try. Take a sample or two, or
I
take
have
that home
I
and
have
try
some
it.
at home. I put it on here. I just didn't do it
But you
this
have to do
morning.
it every day consistently to see. I believe to see a change.
Well, I want to ask
Use it
Frank
on
if
your
he has a
neck, you do
décolletage.
everything. Anyway, we need to talk to Alicia and Frank. We haven't seen Frank here in a minute. He was on vacation.
I know, he's all
Beautiful
over the
cruise
place.
in the Mediterranean. Alicia's been here a couple times popping in. Welcome back, Frank.
It's nice to be back.
Nice to have you. And you've got this new beautiful co-host with you of the Artist Loft.
Our new co-host.
Your new co-host. Of course, Richard, he's always working, but Rich, we miss you. What do you have in store for the next season for your summer
Exactly.
season?
Excuse me?
Summer season with Alicia and Rich.
We're going to add more. We're going to be adding more performances on our show. More singing guests, more live performances. Along with the interviews, we're also going to have performances. So we're going to add a little music, a little jazz.
They're going to jazz up
Little
the show.
pizzazz.
Well,
We're going to jazz it up.
We're going to jazz it up.
this one over here, she won't tell you, but she sings. She sings very nicely.
Yep. She was singing with me.
She has a great voice.
Yes, she does.
But I never seen her stand up to do it. But we get more room now. We're gonna put her up there. You want to sing today?
No, I'll pass.
Well, she'll come on our show and sing with Alicia.
Alicia has a song. I gotta tell you a story. So Alicia sends me via text this song that she sang. So I write back and I said, "Who is this?" She says, "It's me." I go, "What? What?" You know what I'm talking about?
It's a beautiful song.
A Hero's Heart?
Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. I played
The
it.
Bossa Nova, or it was an English one.
The English one.
That's a song I did working with Frank on the film, and for Robin's Glove, I did the song for that film.
I can't understand why that song isn't being played everywhere. That
We
song
should
is
play it on our
tremendous.
show.
Or Blame It on the Rain.
Alicia, what are you looking to do with Artist Loft?
Well, I want to give it a lift, an artist lift. I want to be able to take it to the next level, whatever I can bring into it. And working with Frank and Richard Sosa, aka Shakespeare, it's a wonderful opportunity for me to do that. And and because, like I mentioned before, I started in this industry, Actually, I met Carl Ramey originally, but we'll talk about that later. But working with Frank and Richard, I met them way back, and the years have progressed and it's gone to the next level, and here I am today. Wow. And so I think with our background, we can bring a lot to the table because we all have different ingredients that we can take it to the next level.
You know, it's really funny because I knew that when Shakespeare, she calls him Shakespeare, Richard got married, I knew that the essence of his life was going to change. Not a bad thing, not woman bashing, but it is what it is. They had 2 condos, they had to merge into one, the moving took forever, and blah, blah, blah. So I knew in the future that it was going to be hard. So I didn't want to send Frank out alone. So I asked Frank, I said, why don't we bring Alicia along? Because, you know, she's done movies, she understands things, and we're going to get to Carl in a second because her and Carl know each other. So we're going to get to that in a second. But the amazing thing about all this is I asked them if they bring it forward and do some of the wonderful things that they actually do. Because they each have their own way of doing things in the industry, in the film industry. I thought it was going to be fantastic. So to see this set today, mine is Richard. Richard, I love you. But to see this set today, it really makes me happy. And I'm glad that Carl's here to witness it. Because it's been a long time that I've tried to put this together. Sometimes scheduling, right? Sometimes things happen. Sometimes you wait 5 years to finish doing a movie. But at the end of the day, when you get it done, man, it's an amazing feat. And our anniversary is coming, and we have witnessed, including boats and planes and trains.
Well, my anniversary is coming too.
So many things. We've witnessed statues. You know, the story, I can't even tell that story anymore about meeting this guy and how everything has changed since we have. But this today, this is a blessing today. I got to tell you. That's why I wanted you to show up today, because this is what's going to change what you're talking about. That DNA is overtime today.
Yeah, and you know, the first film I ever did was Bonk, and he was a main character in that film. And you know what? I fell in love with this industry. I fell in love with doing film, and I was so happy working with you because Carl. We'll talk about this later, but Carl Ramey is an incredible actor. He's hysterical. He's sometimes, you know, is stupid, but genius stupid.
We got to get him on our show.
We are.
We got to get him on
I'm
our
going
show.
to bully him
Carl,
in if he's
grab that mic. Well, the funny thing is, on a Sunday, I went to Movies of Del Rey.
Pull out.
And I hadn't gone to the Movies of Del Rey in a long, long time. And I went up there, and there was this movie I possessed. And I said, well, it's only playing today. So I said, yeah, you know what? Let me go check it out. I got to tell you, in my opinion, and nobody believes me, you know, the indie movie, the one movie of the year, in my opinion, this movie will run up against that movie
Right,
any day.
Nora.
Yeah, Nora. Any day of the week, this movie will go up against that. So I begged Dawn to go. So Dawn went down to the
And I
other
went
main
like, and I
thing,
was like this.
and she was scared to death. And you know what she tells me when she walks in? How can you
How can
send
you send me to a scary movie like that?
But it was scary, but it wasn't
The
that
end of the
scary.
movie, he was like so great at acting. Like I forget it was him and everyone that was there that we got to meet. But they were so good that it's believable. The makeup, your sister in the film, it's like, oh my gosh, to actually be possessed. It already it's like, ugh.
I know.
Unbelievable.
It was good. Welcome, Carl. Welcome
Yeah,
to the studio.
thanks. Yeah, I guess that movie's not for everybody. I found out along the way.
It's a great movie. No, but to have you guys there and to hear the process makes it so worthwhile. For people who just love horror films, totally different take on it.
Yeah, you know, it's for a lot of people that are like really diehard horror fans are a little disappointed because it's not as gory. We're not just killing people to kill them for no reason. We have a reason to kill people.
But you had a message.
Yeah, we had a message. It's a horror film with a message, and not too many. I think it's more psychological than it is horror.
That's what I prefer. I love psychological thrillers because the psyche of the film is the genius behind it all. So I agree with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening, throughout the piece, and then by the end, it all kind of comes together, and it is kind of scarring towards the end, I guess, when the way it all unfolds. But there is in my opinion a happy ending to it. But
Listen, I wanted to change the end to West Side Story when they did a remake, and he says to me, "Why would you think they would change the ending?" I said, "Because I think they should." He's like, "They're not going to change the ending to West Side Story."
She stands up in the movie thing and says, "They should change the ending." I said, "This is a classic." I said, "What? No."
I don't like it when people die at the end.
But that's a classic. That's what it's all about.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and don't watch The Mist. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
If it's,
That's like the worst
I
ending.
saw it. But it was, when the other thing I love is when people show movies and then they stay afterwards to do a Q&A. I find that so cool. And I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm
great.
like, wow, this is amazing. So I said, hey, can you come on our show?
Now, has Frank met Carl?
No.
We met a long time ago, probably at the table.
Yeah, when I first
A long
started,
time
this was, I guess 2013. We did this
2011,
first. We did a short film. My first one ever. It was a 30-minute short. It was a Christian film. This is my first anything.
You're talking about Bonk?
Bonk.
Yeah, but you know what? That was my first film too, and it won awards back to back. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I guess maybe looking back on it now, I haven't even seen. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know. Maybe probably for me to look back at myself back then, but yeah, it was that was a fun time, and it's funny because the director was like, I didn't even know how film really worked, and the director was like, we had a lunch in, and he was like, I guess I auditioned. I had sides that weren't the actual film. I was just reading some other random sides from another movie. I didn't know the process, and so we had lunch, and he's like, well, how should we write this thing? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we don't have a script yet, but you're funny, you're a comic, so I thought we'd make this a funny thing. So I'm like, this is how film works? You just write scripts? You have to write your own script?
That's my kind of movie.
So, but that was my first, voyage into writing too. That was the first time I got to write something that I actually said out loud on camera.
Now, and he was so good. You know what? I'm gonna send it to you guys.
Bonk?
Yeah, Bonk. Yeah.
I look like a little kid in there.
He was great. He was great. You were such a natural. You were such a natural.
No, you're cool.
Now you're a comedian by trade, correct?
Yeah.
So
28 years.
The movie I Possess was going to be a comedy.
Yeah, initially.
And there are some funny parts in it.
Yes.
Did you see the funny part? Or did you close your eyes?
I kept thinking, don't look. And Chuck normally tells me you can look now, and he didn't. And when I looked, I'm like, oh, well, you didn't tell me I could look at.
But why don't you give a little background of I Possess, how long it took you to make it and where you did it, because you did it here in Florida and everything else. Why don't you let us in on that?
Well, the script had been around since probably 2015 or so. It was a buddy of mine who had the bones of the script that was initially more of a comedy and a goofy horror about a haunted iPhone, if you will, which is hence the I Possess, but that's not what the movie is all about now. I'd kind of changed that. So I asked him if I could rewrite this, throughout the years, and he gave me permission and kind of gave me the script eventually. And then in 2019, we decided to shoot ourselves. We were like, this is a one-house horror film. We can fund it ourselves. We can, how much can it cost and how hard could this be? Cut to scene, we're like, it's totally hard. You can't do it. You can't do it with your own money. So we thought we were in the process of going. We were ready to go in 2019. 2020 was going to hit, and then the beginning of 2020, COVID happened. So we had already got our location. We paid for our location. I paid for gear. I had all this stuff ready to go. It was a comedy at that point. The movie was a comedy at that point. 121 pages. We weren't ready to shoot, in my mind. Back then, I thought we were, but we had to push because of COVID. Thank goodness for us. I know not a lot of people thought COVID was great, but it was great for me. So we got to push a year. I got to rewrite the script 3 months before we started filming. I completely took it from 120 pages to 88 pages and made it a horror film, made it a psychological. And that was more of a, I liked the old script, but it was more of a business decision. And the scares were taken away from the comedy. Comedy was taken away from the scares. So it was a business decision and an art decision to kind of revamp it. And that was the best thing I could have done. And so we shot in 2021. We shot a month in Lake Placid, Florida, a big farmhouse, and 24 shoot days, and then we had 6 shoot days. Other than that, we had some pickups and some reshoots and whatnot. But yeah, that's it. That's the process. That was the process of getting it done. You know, and obviously there's a whole bunch of other headaches and craziness. Like, I don't even know how we made a movie. Like, I made a movie and I'm like, how do you make a movie? You know, like, I'm still like, how do you do this? Because it's learning this whole process. I learned it from script to distribution now. We're touring around the country with our film, showing it in theaters. We just got back from Ohio. That's
and now
right.
you're on streaming platforms.
Yeah, now we just got on VOD, so we're on Apple TV, Amazon, and Vudu for rent or buy. So yeah, please check out the film and give us a rating, or just spread the word, because that's how we're kind of getting this out. Because we're independent filmmakers and we don't have that kind of marketing budget that Marvel has, or even Blumhouse or whatever. You know, it's like I got to get it out, show by show. Like, you have
a trailer?
Yeah, the trailers. If you go to ipossessmovie.com, trailers on there. The whole what it's all about, and the tours, everything's on there.
Well, we'd like to have you on our show. Maybe we could show the trailer too.
That would be great. I would appreciate that. I would love
We'll
that.
talk later.
I'm thinking I'm going to call Horror 101 in California.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put them together and see what happens.
Okay.
Because I've been following them now close to a year, right? And they've done some remarkable stuff, independent-wise, small-budget films, and
For
I think he
investments.
falls right in there. Maybe they make some magic happen. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know.
Isn't that the #1 genre, like, for
It's
sales?
the number one for sales and low cost to create.
It's all about who you know and then knowing them at the right time. So I have a feeling that there's a reason that this gentleman is here. Because I go to the movies every weekend. I've seen hundreds of movies. I've talked to people questioning that or the whole nine. But something about this flick, don't know, maybe it's because it was made in Florida. Maybe it's because of his stubbornness to get it done. He's out the party. It's like 5 years in the making of doing this thing.
You came in that day.
And
you said you thought of Frank. And you said Frank needs to meet Carl, because this is everything that you talk about with your Stuck in the Traffic, about creating movies. And you have the script and what it's like to even get to that next level. So you've been trying to get these two to meet for a while now.
A long time. Because this group, what they do is they want to do filmmaking back in Florida. They want to get this whole... What you did is what they want to do, believe it or not.
I think that's Florida Arts Network. That's the premise of everything that you are looking to achieve.
Right. And we have a whole pitch deck and script. So
Yeah.
we need to talk.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I'm
most
glad you still live in Florida.
Yeah, thanks.
Because this guy, he's a pro. I mean, when I saw him, I met him years ago, but he invited me to go see him on stage as a with the headliner was Jeremy Piven, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is not like just anybody. This is like a real deal. He's a real, and he was then, the headliner.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. You guys can chat amongst yourselves. More to come. See if we've got any music, or maybe we can even find the trailer for I Possess.
They might have it in there.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Like and subscribe, as well as to all of the shows we produce right here at the studio, Ant Media Productions. We're here tonight doing shows until 8 o'clock tonight. We've got All County, You and Your Doctor, Gypsy Soul, sometimes Artist Loft is the alternate Thursday, Making Money with Laura Sanders, and then tonight is Connections, Heartfelt Connections with Brielle and Sunshine Healthcare. So a lot of shows on Thursday nights are long day, so check them all out. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, Tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Ant Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Café show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Café on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah
Open your
Spiritual.
heart. Right here on the Oldies Station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Law.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Dying comfort.
Yeah, that's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you. Call 800-978-4815. That's 800-978-4815. Call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Dad, the whole house. It's beautiful. I can't believe it. G.I. Joe civilian.
Your brother's just a regular guy now.
So glad you're back.
This is supposed to be a celebration.
To great friends. Dad's old radio. It said something to me.
Oh, what did it say?
A warning.
So? Any idea how this thing got inside my sister?
Whatever has a hold of Zoe is something planned for us too.
Don't ever think I don't have your secrets in my possession.
Who are you? We can wait this out, and then we can all get the hell out of here. If there's a chance that if one of us leaves, it kills my sister, I'm not taking that risk. You are a soul protector. Who knows what that thing will do once it releases Zoe? We're dealing with something none of us understand.
What are you gonna do?
Now you can't leave.
She's everywhere.
There's a reason for all of us being here tonight. To cleanse our souls and release our demons.
What have you done?
Am I being held hostage by a demon or by you? That's the thing about demons. They always come back to haunt you.
Don't let him go!
You did this to us!
So many secrets.
This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Master Sleuth Sherlock Holmes, was born today. President George Washington's devoted widow and the nation's First Lady, Martha Dandridge Custis Washington, dies at her Mt. Vernon home on May 22, 1802. In the opening battle of England's War of the Roses, the Yorkists defeat King Henry VI's Lancastrian forces at St. Albans, 20 miles northwest of London. On this day in 1843, some 1,000 men, women, and children climbed aboard their wagons and steered their horses west out of the small town of Elm Grove, Missouri. On May 22, 1972, President Richard Nixon arrives in Moscow for a summit with Soviet leaders. This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works.
Away from
And we're back. And
If
there
you
you saw the
believe.
trailer. There you saw Johnny Melnick in a positive direction. Johnny has some new songs that he wants to send, but he's in New York. And the way he sends them to me, they come out all bish blush.
Okay.
And also, Vic Canella sent me a new song. I did, but he doesn't use it. Vic Canella sent me something. He's actually working with some famous singers in the business. And when I tell you famous, they're pretty famous.
I think Maddie just got here too.
Yes, Maddie's here. No, she's been here. But we'll play that one on tomorrow's show because I want to end the week on a big bopper.
What else you got for today?
You need more?
You told me you had some more segments.
Oh yes, we do.
Okay.
We got a couple of the kids segments that they did. There's another this and another that. But are we done on this part of the floor?
I think we're good. Yeah.
Where are you going to be opening next?
I'm opening for a Pete Lee featuring at the Dania Fort Lauderdale Improv. Now it's called this weekend. So 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and 1 show Sunday.
At what time?
I think tomorrow's 7:30 and like 9:45, and then Saturday's like 7 and 9 or something.
What kind of humor do you do?
Observational. I talk about old school stuff too. You know, my parents used to own a video store back in the day, so I kind of clown on that a little bit. VHS tapes. Yeah, and then I don't really do politics or anything, but I'll dabble in some.
That's the funniest thing in
some
the world
dangerous
right now.
topics. Yeah.
If you don't have a sense of humor about good, bad, or
Yeah.
indifferent, then there's something wrong with you.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
And I came up with an idea, and the kids are fighting me, but that one over there is a comedian. That would be Mona Lisa. And I'm putting her together with Ice, who is going to be a clown. So it's going to be the clown and the comedian.
I thought we had DJ Mona Lisa.
If she's that too, but right now we're going to be doing that thing. Because I really think that one of the things that we've never done with the producers is a comedy show. And I'm going to have a clown and a comedian together, put that together. I'm going to piece it to see if how it works out. They think I'm crazy. I think it's a winner. I know you're a comedian.
No, it's not that. Can I be a mime? I will
You see,
talk,
like I
I
say,
promise.
you build it and they will come.
Yeah, I'd love to see her be a mime. Like, is that possible?
I taught a whole yoga class once for kids
Without
as a
talking?
mime.
I would pay to see that.
Frank, would you want to see Alicia as a mime?
It's not going to happen.
That's Walmart.
But there's a whole bunch of ideas that I have, especially seeing
You
things.
should do a skit from our sitcom.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is they're pacing it out because they've never done this, so they're a little bit nervous. She's actually going to get dressed up like a clown.
Oh, that's cool.
With the hair and the makeup and the whole nine.
Going to hide in the sewer?
What? Yeah. It matters. But there's a few ideas that I have that I want to pitch to Dawn because we have other studios and I like to take Gary to other places. If you're around on June 4th, you want to talk about June 4th?
Let's talk about June 4th, and they also have the piece that what is AMP. June 4th, Ola Boynton. I sent the flyer over to your email as well. June 4th at Bramer's Brazilian Cuisine on Gateway and I-95. Come on out, do some networking, meet and greet, and then on June 24th, we're having our 9-year anniversary party up at Bramer's. Some great music. Addis Love is going to be there. Chris Heaton is going to be there. I'm working on that other surprise from yesterday. Some cool things. I think Cece's going to come sing. So a lot of good things happening. So save those 2 dates, June 4th and June 24th.
Exactly. So if you're, look at, you bought on all the groceries.
I figure it's like mom's got to get everything stocked in the house before the weekend.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate the paper trail.
And there's milk coming too.
paper.
You got a lot of stuff.
But if you're available for the 4th, come on out. If you're available for the 4th, you're all invited to the 4th, Frank. And then on the 24th is going to be our 9th year anniversary. So there's the 8. It's going to be replaced with a 9.
Can you believe it's been a year?
Don't remind me.
I know.
It seems like 90.
But they put a great piece together. It's called What is AMP? So check this out.
Maybe.
She can't find it.
Ends abruptly. I got to tell you, so many things that we've done. And there's more than that.
And now
That's
there's the boat,
what they
and there's
know
other things
about.
we get to do.
There's
So a
the
lot of cool
train,
things.
the boats, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that we've covered, from the Kravis down to, I don't know, Miami, North Miami. It's been a ride, man. 9 years, 12 years. It's the people you meet on the journey. Is that I wish I could put that in a bottle so everybody can taste it, because you should be able to dream the dream, and it doesn't mean you have to hit the stars. Sometimes landing on a planet is just good enough, and it's what you learn when you meet people, and you meet them and you learn and you grow. That's an amazing piece. That thing always moves me when I see it. And they got other ones because they all want to make me cry.
Everyone's creating
it's
a piece.
It's just craziness.
Do you have Nina's piece also, Jay? All right, we're going to get that as well.
We had some fun. And the kids in here are learning every day a little bit more, a little bit more. I want to congratulate Michael for coming in, doing an interview set with me.
We have another This Day in History
and
also.
We have another day in history, and he coming in and he changed. Next guy is going to be changing is Gio. They all have a story. You guys remember when this guy
had hair?
He looked like the Mod Squad?
Yes.
Remember that? I said to him, bro, you scare me every time you come in here.
Frank's shaking his head, yes.
You remember that? Look at him now. Look at him now. And we're about to do great and more great things. I think that Boynton's waiting for us. I got word that Cucina, the deal went down yesterday. It is no longer Cucina, it has a different name. I'm going to try to get some details. So we may be going a little bit further north and opening up another studio. And this one's right across the street from the Playhouse in
Lake Worth.
So
Okay.
we'll see.
We have another This Day in History. All right.
This Day in History is brought to you by True Oldies Radio. Southern Congressman Preston Brooks savagely beats Northern Senator Charles Sumner in the halls of Congress as tensions rise over the expansion of slavery. On May 22, 2004, President George Bush is in a bicycle accident. Bush had taken up mountain biking for exercise at the suggestion of physicians. The remains of former Federal Bureau of Prisons intern Chandra Levy are found on May 22, 2002, over a year after the 24-year-old was last seen at a health club. On May 22, 2004, Michael Moore's documentary film Fahrenheit 9/11 beats out 18 other films to win the coveted Palme d'Or, the top prize at the Cannes Film Festival. After 150 years apart, Marxist South Yemen and conservative North Yemen are unified as the Republic of Yemen. Ali Abdullah. On May 22, 1781, Major General Nathaniel Greene and 1,000 patriots attempt an attack on the critical village of 96 in the South Carolina backcountry. This Day in History is brought to you by True Oldies Radio.
All right, we're back, and I think we've come to the end of the show.
Ready to wrap this up? Wow, what a full show. Amazing. Frank, welcome back. Thank you for all that you do. Alicia, welcome to being the third co-host of The Artist Loft and joining us on the morning show.
Woohoo!
Laurina Anderson. So great to have family back in the house.
Thank you.
She's just family. It's nice to have her back.
It changes the whole atmosphere when she's in the house.
Wow, thank you.
And Carl, welcome back. What a great
Feeding
show.
off her energy.
Please, I know. She's like, do you feel it? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, I got to compliment Carl. You're actually a good actor.
Thank you.
You know that? I mean, I know
Great
that she says you're a comedian and all that, but in that movie,
You were
man,
great.
you were freaking unreal.
No, I appreciate that, and you know, because he's a weird character. It's not, you know, there's something wrong with this guy throughout the whole piece. So, I tried to stick with that keep that linear throughout, and then kind of build on it towards the end when he gets a little.
I
off
love
track.
the movie. Go and it's
Thank
not.
you.
Is it playing in Florida?
You know, it's just right now you can get it on demand.
Okay.
So Amazon, rent or buy. I suggest you buy it, Not because that's the obvious, but because it's a rewatchable film, and if you want to catch things, a lot of people have said I even enjoyed it more on the second watch because you caught so many things that are happening that you wouldn't catch on a first watch.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And just really quick, just for people like myself and Dawn, because you said that there was some humor background
She's
to
grouping
it.
me mad with her.
What about it is it that would give me like solace, that peace about it, that would have like some humor or what?
Well, there's always the comical character, which is not me in the film. I tell a few jokes, but they're dry. I'm an Army Ranger veteran sniper, suffering from PTSD, so my jokes aren't that good. But he tries, but you kind of get a chuckle out of a few of them. But then the other guy, he's funny kind of throughout the piece till it gets real.
But I think the message is deeper. It's about being true to who you are, belief in who you are, all of these things that we've been talking about, being authentically you, and
Yeah,
seeing
it's
what
truly
happens.
about forgiveness. The theme of the thing is forgive and live. So.
See, I thought it was human beings just have a bad inward.
Well, what's so wild is that I just got finished telling you, Freddie, that all today was about forgiveness.
And
I
that's
mean,
the
he
movie.
started by apologizing to me because we had a bit of a misunderstanding, I guess, on show, 10 years ago or whatever, 9 years ago. So he began with apologizing, and it was so heartfelt. I mean, it just penetrated right through me. And what I realized that in the shifting of the energy, because I'm an energy shifter, in the shifting of the energy, what you do is you let go of the past, you bring in the wisdom that it taught you, you forgive, and then you move forward. And when you move forward, it's just not linear. Let me tell you, it's exponential. So it is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I got chills all over, because this energy is just the beginning. Oh my God, guys, you just wait.
And she just described your movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
No, it's great. I love it. It is.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah, I've been feeling that. I've been doing a lot of manifesting these days. I've just started doing it. I do a lot of breath work.
Yeah,
That's
I teach.
great, right?
Yeah, I teach breath work. Yeah, and
Oh, you do?
meditation.
See? Okay,
Yeah.
see? I'm on the right track. I'm on
You
the
taught
right
me to
path.
breathe. I didn't breathe
Yeah.
for the first 50 years of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
that's
more to
cool.
go.
That's so cool that you do that. Yeah, because we're all just energy, right?
We are all energy.
You ready to wrap
And
this
it's
up?
accessing it and accelerating it so that you can manifest your dreams, your desires, your goals, whatever it is that you want in your life. Yeah, absolutely.
Good placement. I possess.
Thank you all
purchase
so
it, get
much.
it. I go from there.
Apple,
Apple.
anywhere you get your video
Amazon.
on demand. I possess and
I got
purchase it.
Amazon now. Did I tell you?
Nice.
I got an idea. I'm gonna buy it.
What are you buying?
The movie.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a big balloon TV screen.
Yes,
that
Michael got us that.
Michael got me one, and I'm gonna play it here so people can check it out. Maybe the trailer or something.
We
I'm
should have
gonna put
movie
it-
night.
Movie night.
Yeah.
Yes, but there'll be a price for movie night. Yes.
All right, more to come. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Happy Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.